Alright, welcome to this video of my chess set series. This one is going to be a little special. This is going to be most probably the last one of the series, and since all my pieces are now completed, I will be talking a little bit about I'm going to weight those pieces because all throughout my whole set I showed you this all at the bottom that I made for every piece. And at the beginning, I was thinking that, let me show you, I would probably put some pennies in there because the hole is 3/4 of an inch, which just fits pennies. And the idea first was to insert the pennies in there, just glue the pennies there, and make it for the weight for the piece. But I found out that pennies are not so heavy, so I decided to make the weight a little more heavier, so I choose lead, and this is where I came up with this those little weights right here. This is a wheel weight used to balance car wheels, and my dad happened to have a bucket full of those back at his home, and he used those for another project of his own. And I did go ahead and melt a lot of those to make some liquid lead, and I poured this lead into some holes drilled in wood blocks, so that would make those bars. This is a bar of lead that this was originally in this shape. I melted those and made those little cylinders, and I didn't record the whole process, but I take a few shots, and I did also record a few little short clips of this melting process. So let me show you.
Ok, moi je capable de mettre ça comme ça.
Mettre en entonnoir. Okay, so like you just saw, it wasn't lead is not really hard to melt. Actually, like you saw, it was just some photos, but it was really quick, and so I ended up with those bars right here, and now the idea is to just cut some pieces from those bars, just like this one, and the diameter of this happens to be the same of the bottom of my pieces. So I will just cut some pieces and insert those into the pieces, just like that, and then I'm just gonna glue some little felt at the bottom to hide the weight. So let me show you how I cut those bars, because it turned out to be quite a challenge actually. I can just go on and use a standard metal saw, but this is a lot of work. So I came up with this jig right here, which is just 4 pieces of wood attached together, and I can just insert the cylinder right here. And the idea is that it holds the cylinder in place while I'm gonna saw it on the scroll saw. And let me just reposition the camera and show you how I do that. Okay, so here I am in the scroll saw. Like earlier for my pieces, for the bishops actually, I did attach this guide right here, which is just clipped with some clips like that. And the jig that I have here that I showed earlier, I just slide it on the guide with the lead inserted. So it works pretty well. It holds the lead in place and allows me to cut it quite easily. So here it is. Okay, just like that. So, and now I have this little piece right here. So I'm just gonna sand it a little bit. All right, so here is the weight, and now I just file everything smooth. It just slides into the hole at the bottom of this rook, and it actually totally disappears into the hole. So this is great. I'm just gonna need to glue it inside and then apply the felt. And I'm using this little electronic scale right here. This is a tiny scale that I bought off eBay for a few bucks, and it allows me to just weight my pieces and make sure that there is not too much difference between the weights, because I don't want to have one rook to appear a lot heavier than another rook. So a few grams is okay, but I don't want to have more than that. So I use this scale, really really helpful here. So that's it. Now I'm gonna be showing you how I glue that and apply the felt at the bottom. Okay, so now my weights are glued to the bottom of the pieces. I simply used a heat glue with this little gun right here, and I put a few drops of hot glue in the holes at the bottom of the pieces, and then I just laid the weight on the table and inserted the piece over the weight just like that. And so you can see all my pieces are now weighted just like that, and it is pretty cool because it is flat with the bottom of the piece. So, and now my next step, like I said, just to glue some felt at the bottom. So I did use this this green felt right here that comes right from the crafting supply of my girlfriend. Actually, this is just some green felt cloth, and I did cut some disc just like that that will go right at the bottom of the piece. So I already did a few of those. Like you can see, those bones are finished right now. You can't really feel the weight, but this is really cool. And this little felt at the bottom allows it to just slide on the surface. So when it's going to be in the board later, it will just move really smooth and prevent it from scratching the board also. So here it is, the final step. So just gonna make sure that this little felt disc fits the bottom of the rook. So Here it is. This one's actually a little larger, so I think I just mismatched. All right, this one is the good one. So now what I'm gonna do is just apply some wood glue at the bottom of the piece, actually right on the weight, which is attached there, and use this little brush to just like that, just place the glue all over the surface, and need not to have too much glue because I don't want it to be too much, so just like that, but I want it all over the surface. Now I'm just gonna lay the piece on the felt, make sure it's centered, push it like that, and just use this paper towel to wipe the excess glue if there's any. Okay, and then I like to use the scissor to just, you know, cut any little felt that could be you know. All right, just like that. So that's it. And now I just need to rest for a while the glue is gonna set, and I'm just gonna lay it right there in my little pieces, and that's it. So I will just go on and finish all the pieces just like that, and this is gonna be over. So that's it. All the pieces are now finished. Felt glued at the bottom of each piece, all weighted. You can feel the weight, but this is really nice. So I'm pretty happy of how it turned out. Here it is on my actual board. So as you can see, they slide just fine, and it's gonna be really cool to play on this finished set. So this was really a great project. I didn't really know how it would turn out. Turned out at first I was a little afraid, to say the truth, because this was, like I said earlier, this was my very first wood turning experience. So it ended up really well. So I hope you enjoyed watching all my videos. And if you did not watch my first videos, just go back in my channel and watch the first videos if you want to see how I did turn all those pieces. So this is the last video of this series, so I hope you enjoy again, and I will just end it up with some shots of my finished board and pieces on it. So thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for maybe another project in the near future.